Welcome back. Now to tech.
Eris, powering your digital world.
Haifa is the hub of Israel's first electric car sharing service. 40 cars are now available, with the mayor expecting to have a fleet of 100 cars by January. Our senior economy correspondent, Rebecca Gregg, has more.
It's a car that looks much like any other. An inconspicuous runaround for a busy person on a busy street. But Yona Yahav, the mayor of Haifa, Israel's third biggest city, has lofty ambitions.
We would like to make this city convenient and cheap for the young couples. And this is aimed to them. Don't buy a car. Don't waste the money for buying cars. Try this.
This is an electric car, one of the new fleet from car-sharing company Car2Go. 100 of these zero-emission vehicles will be on the streets of Haifa by the end of the year as part of a $6 million project with the Ministry of Environmental Protection and the Jewish National Fund.
Haifa is known all over the country as a site that suffered for many years from air pollution, so I think it's symbolic.
The port city is home to the country's petrochemical industry, one of the most polluted metropolitan areas in Israel and Europe.
Mitigation of global warming impact is not enough, and we need to do something with the emissions.
Some 2,000 subscribers have already signed up for the service.
You just open the app. The app will locate where you're located right now, basically, and then you will search the nearest available car.
Haifa residents can expect to pay around $11 a month in membership fees, plus 30 cents a minute while driving, around half the cost of a taxi.
The alternative to own a car, it's a much cheaper solution. So we give the citizen of Haifa the chance to enjoy a private car without the hassle to own one.
But not everyone's convinced.
I'm just afraid that my electricity account would go up. That's the only thing that I would think about. But if I'm spending money on gas and on electricity, I would have to weigh up the pros and cons.
It has a way to go, but if the trial is successful, the project will be expanded across Israel's cities and potentially the world.
It's good for the environment, so yeah, I would use it.
Yeah, why not? It's the question. Why not?
Facebook now targeting Craigslist, and an update to Instagram stories. Dr. Vili Abraham here with Tech News. Hello and happy Friday. Okay, so I'm just going to let you, all I'm going to say is Alibaba, Alibaba, and that's as much as I understand. So go for it.
A background, okay. China's one-child policy created a lot of males in comparison to females, and that's why there are a lot of bachelors. And now Alibaba wants to take advantage of the fact that the bachelor society in China wants to somehow celebrate the fact that they're bachelors, and that's why there's a one-day sale, 24 hours a day, which you can get great discounts. And by the way, 2014, they made $14.3 billion a day. Last year, almost $18 million, and this year it's expected to increase to about $23 billion. It's a lot of money. It's about $1 billion an hour.
Wow.
It's just unbelievable.
So what does this sale mean? Like it's hitting a record $23 billion? What does that mean? What is the sale itself? Just everything?
Everything. They
everything in the whole
everything. There'll
website?
be big brands like Gap, Nike, MAC Cosmetics. All of them will be offering products, significant discounts, around 60%. And a lot of Chinese, according to one survey, a lot of Chinese consumers are going to take advantage of the fact that they can buy brands for relatively cheap prices. And 74% of respondents say that they will spend as much as last year or even more. By the way, Israelis, if we take Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and Singles Day, starting midnight tonight, they will spend about $2 billion.
Wow. So it's literally 24 hours.
24 hours.
Okay, so we got to get in on this. How's the delivery? I mean, what do Israelis use more, Amazon or Alibaba? Do we know? Like,
I think,
which
no, not
has a better
Amazon.
delivery
They use more
system?
Alibaba and eBay because Amazon doesn't offer free delivery.
This is the issue. I know. Every time someone goes to America, I'm like, and then I'm like, can you bring back some books? And then they complain that I asked. It's like one of those things. But anyway, let's talk about Facebook getting into the housing market. This is interesting. Like, we don't need to have a monopoly. right?
Yeah, well, they're getting into every field. You can buy movies, you can search for jobs, play games, you can also find apartments. By the way, Marketplace is a feature that was launched about a year ago. And since January 1st, 2017, it multiplied by 3 the number of users visiting the app. And you can actually buy anything through Marketplace. And why consumers like it is because you buy something from somebody whose profile is on Facebook, so you know who it is. You can also message the person by using Messenger, so you don't have to move around between applications.
Right.
And that's why people
it's
like
definitely one-stop shopping. But as far as like housing, and I mean, like, you know, Craigslist is the corner on the market. So
exactly. Well,
literally, is that a real threat to
it's a real
the success
threat
of
because
Craigslist?
from yesterday, they've partnered with companies like Apartment List and Zumper, which means that now they will have hundreds of thousands of apartments available for rent on Marketplace. So it's a significant threat.
And what does that mean for brokers? And I mean, is it taking out the middleman?
Oh yes, it's definitely going to, because it's a lot
jobs?
easier. You can just contact the person, and you can contact people in person. You really don't need any middleman. And the purpose here of Facebook is actually to get people to use their websites more often, to do different things, and this way they can make more money from ads, they can collect more data from consumers, and we know that they make a lot of money from that. Yeah.
Okay, there's always a catch. Okay, now let's talk about Instagram stories.
Okay, so Instagram stories allows you to share stories or videos or pictures that you shot 24 hours ago. Facebook copied that feature, but now it's saying, look, you can also post pictures or videos that were taken later. Okay, let's say 2 days ago or 3 days ago. Why? Because they realized that some people, especially celebrities and influential people, were trying to get around it. For example, taking another snapshot of the picture or resaving, and this way getting around. So, and I think it's really smart that Facebook always has its making all sorts of research investigations in order to see what people want. And people want to post things that are older. And that's why it's offering the option.
They're keeping it up longer than the 24
hours. Exactly, yeah.
Okay. All right, this is now the Google versus Uber battle. The Alphabet Waymo or Whammo. I've heard it so many different ways. I'm like, Google and Alphabet and Waymo are the same thing, right?
Yeah, okay. Google. Yeah, the Google parent is the Alphabet company. So Waymo has a significant threat to other companies like Uber because now you won't have to have somebody seated in front of the driver's seat in order to avoid accidents. Because today with autonomous vehicles, if there's a significant danger, if somebody cuts you off, somebody has to take control of the car, and the technology they're introducing will not need anybody to be behind the car. And that's why it's a significant...
But at the beginning, they're going to have, as they're implementing it, they're going to have
somebody,
there
there will be people...
So we don't have the Las Vegas shuttle crashing on its first day.
Yeah, and by the way... and by the way, it has a system that actually can diagnose itself every second, and if there's something wrong, it can stop itself or even pull off so that you can avoid such accidents as we've seen earlier.
The question is will these things get pulled over by cops for speeding?
Well,
that'll be interesting.
Well,
hello, driver's license and ID, and there's no one in the car. Anyway, thank you. Have a good weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Eris, powering your digital world.
All right, coming up, a Coca-Cola ad brings a sweeter taste to the mouths of Saudi women who are finally allowed to drive. Music journalist Ivan Saba here, and a local Israeli fashion student wins the top prize at the International Embroidery Competition in London. And learn Hebrew from your favorite celebrities. We'll be right back.